to the United States, where the Trump administration has launched a review of Harvard University's federally funded research, threatening to seize or license its patents over alleged legal breaches. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick cited the Bayh-Dole Act, allowing the government to take control of patents if public benefits are not maximized. Harvard was ordered to provide a list of federally funded patents by September the 5th, including details on licensing and U.S. manufacturing. The move adds pressure amid federal funding freezes linked to allegations of campus anti-Semitism. Harvard holds over 5,800 patents and hundreds of technology licenses. Critics warn the administration's actions could threaten academic freedom under the pretexts of regulatory enforcement. The Bayh-Dole Act aims to promote U.S. innovation through taxpayer-funded research. We're once again joined by Matti Zweig to discuss this further. Matti, Donald Trump's seemingly battle against educational institutions of the United States is obviously an ongoing thing with multiple institutions. Has the US government ever taken such actions against major universities before, and what were the outcomes?
Well, I think this is the continuation of the policy that has been implemented from the beginning of the Trump administration, trying to, put in order the mix between academic freedom and the academic freedom of giving extremists the possibility of taking over the big universities in the US, especially the ones that they are called the Ivy League. But in this case, they are going to try to complete all the process of denying them for funds that they are federal funds for research, and saying that if you are doing this research and from this research you are getting patents, you cannot use the money of the patents, but even if you don't use the money of the research. I mean, they want to deny from these universities all the money that they can get in all the process and the way of this research. And this is another tool to, another tool and another step in this fight, that this is the fight not only against the academic freedom, but also for the way that the universities must behave and behave towards all the students. Because if you are a Jewish student, why are you to blame for something that happened in the Middle East? Why are you being harassed and nothing is happening? And this was the root of everything. Of course, also against Israeli students, but first of all, American Jewish that cannot be free, they cannot use their traditions and their hats, the kippah or anything, because they are going to be attacked in a place that should be equal for everybody. And this was the root of everything. And you can miss with this all the ideology also from the Republican Party, that many of these boards in all the big universities, they have a tendency of being Democrats and receiving money from Democrats, the donors, including those of Qatar.
Matti.
And then this is doing everything very complicated, but I think what you said is part of the same process.
Matti, some people would say that they're worried about the United States Constitution being infringed. The First Amendment cites freedom of speech for everyone. Do you not think that Donald Trump could be infringing on that amendment in the way that he has approached these obviously anti-Israeli governmental protests, pro-Palestinian protests? What are your thoughts on that, Matti?
I think you are right, and you need the freedom of expression, and you have also freedom of protest. You don't have freedom to vandalize a university or to attack physically students because you don't agree with them. And that's what was happening in the Biden era. Thousands of students in all the big universities were attacking Jewish or Israeli students because they think different, or even non-Jewish or not Israelis for thinking different. This is not freedom of expression. I mean, of course, it must be academic freedom. It must be also the freedom of doing a protest, of shouting in the middle of the road, everything. But what about vandalizing? What about physical attacking? This is something that was not taken care of the big universities. And I was wondering in 2 years, why they don't take care about this? Why they don't put their police to avoid all this behaving, not only about anti-Israelis or anti-Jewish or I don't know what. Even if you are anti-Sudani or anti-Myanmar or anti-Chinese, you must do things according upon the law,
Okay.
and not vandalizing and not attacking people. So if they are attacking these problems from the university, it's okay. If they are just attacking someone that is talking against something, so of course it's not okay. And this is the place of the court
Yes.
to say what they are infringing or not.